Thank you for tuning into Pine Bluff News.
Are you a part of you are either part of the solution or you're part of they say you are either part of the solution or you are part of and we choose to be part of the solution. All right. We have a very, very short agenda today, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Our special guest for the day, our special guest for the day is going to be Brother Drue of Soul Searchers. And he's going to be sharing with us in just a few minutes. And we have a few songsters and songstresses that are going to be sharing with us their talents and music. And we're going to have a good time. And we'll leave here today being able to tell everybody about a marvelous time we had at the Pines Mall. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to speak with Scott again. Because our whole purpose is to bring attention to the benchmark exam that's coming up in the spring. And those of you who have kids in the public schools or work in the public schools, you know how important it is for our students to do well on the benchmark exam. It's just not enough for them to be able to read and write and bring you your house slippers and bring you your favorite beverage out of the refrigerator. They've got to be able to perform on that benchmark assessment that every school in the country has to give. All grades, 3rd through 5th grade, are going to have to give that assessment. And kids have got to do well. All the way up to 7th grade, they've got to do well. Then you've got those end of course exams in the upper grades at the high school that students have got to pass to be able to get out of high school. So testing is a part of everything that we do in education, and it's certainly a part of life in America. Because any place you go for a job now, there's some type of test. If it's not testing your body fluids, it's testing your mental aptitude. So everywhere we go, there's some type of test, and it is no different today here in the public schools. And our purpose is simply to draw attention to the testing that's going on, the high state testing, because believe it or not, how well students do on the test determines what the school's population will be. And the school's population is determined by where people live, housing patterns. And so people, when they come into a community, they generally try to locate in a place where, when they have children that are in school, they generally try to locate in an area that have schools that are meeting or exceeding those standards that are set by the state departments of education, as well as the Department of Education of the federal government. And so that impacts also the economy. Because if you have a decline in housing pattern, you have a decline in schools, you have a decline in economic base.
He counts the stars, one and all. He knows how much sand is on the shores. You see.
Thank you for tuning into Pine Bluff News.
Thank you so very much. That's going to cost me. I don't know what it's going to cost me, but it's going to cost me. We appreciate it so very much. He's from Broadmoor School. And just let me say this to you. Let me just, they say it's a poor dog that won't wag his own tail. David is my son. He attends Broadmoor Elementary School. And his test scores on the benchmark last year were advanced and advanced. I think they were 800, was that 800 in math and 900 in literacy. Miss King, that's just about high as you can get, isn't it? That's just about high as you can get. He was 850 something, I believe, in mathematics, and then he was 926, I believe, in literacy. Now, again, I said it's a poor dog that won't wag his own tail. So I'm gonna bring my grandson up right quick. Come on up, Chris. Quick, faster than a hurry. Quick, faster than a hurry. Hurry up, son. I'm coming. You want to talk back? Tell him, King, I don't play that. I want you all to meet Christopher Griffin, my grandson. Now, I want you to know he's in the 3rd grade. Now, nothing so special about he's my grandson, or that he's in the 3rd grade, or that he goes to Southwood Elementary School, one of the best schools in the city. What is important is that Christopher was the 3rd grade overall spelling bee winner for Southwood Elementary School. Okay? He was the 3rd grade overall winner for the Pine Bluff School District. And I hate to tell you, but I take pleasure in it too. He was the overall 3rd grade winner for the entire Jefferson County. Had I not done that, I probably would not have been able to go home this afternoon. But I want to suggest to you that the students that we're having out here today, you're seeing their talents, you're seeing that they are real people. They're just not numbers. They're real people. And our students, regardless of what we think, they deserve our very, very best. They deserve our very, very best. And so, at this time, we want to bring one of our female songsters on board. Forgot the name of that school she's at. She used to be at Southwood, but she's now she's at Coleman. So she is a Watson Chapel Wildcat. Come on, Alicia Love, and share with us. Alicia's going to share a song with us here. And I believe she's singing a cappella. Okay. All right, Alicia. The name of the song is I'll Smile.
Today's a new day. Where's the sunshine? It's up in the clouds and it's dark in my heart and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day. Where are my blue skies? Where's the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright. I almost gave up, but the power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower. I smell, even though I'm hungry, I smell. I know that God's working, so I smell. Even though I've been for a while, I smell. It's hard to look up when you look down. I sure hate to see you feel down. You look so much better when you smell. So smell. Today's a new day. so I smell. Even though I breathe so well, I smell. It's hard to look up when you look down. I sure hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smell. So smell for me. Can't you just smell for me? You look so much better when you 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 smile.
That wasn't B-A-D-D bad or T-A-L-L tall. Give Alicia another big round of applause. All right. Again, one of the things that we try to do in Alfred Carroll Ministries is make a difference. You know, it's really not much use in doing anything if what you're doing is not making a difference. And so we try to make a difference. We trust that in some small way, some shape, form, or fashion, that we achieve that goal on a daily basis. And I tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy. But we think we're making a difference. And we think our next guest that's going to come up and share with us is definitely going to make a big difference. Matter of fact, he's made a big difference in his own life already. Our next guest, special guest really, is Brother Drue of the Soul Searchers. Brother Drue is a young man, and I got this written down. I've gone over this with him, so he already knows exactly what I'm going to say. Brother Drue is a young man with all too many often a modern day story. He, like many other young people, turned their backs on getting a good education and doing the right things as taught by his parents. Did you hear what I just said? Drue's story is like many stories you've seen on TV, you've read in the newspaper, you've talked about among yourselves. Drue has a story to tell. And today, he's going to share with us just some briefly, how his story has changed his life and how he has had a change of heart. And his goal today is to simply make a difference. Let's give Brother Drue a big round of applause as he comes forward. Okay. Brother Drue, give him another big round of applause.
My name is Drue Griffin, chairman of Soul Searchers, non-profit organization. And you know, I once was young and disobedient, didn't really want to listen, you know, and had a hard life in the streets and things such of that nature. And I wish that I wouldn't have, you know, that this would have gotten me. You know, in a wheelchair, a life in a wheelchair, and things such of that nature, you know. And I got a message, you know, to the youth, you know. It just seemed like doing bad or doing wrong is what you want to do because everybody else doing it. But I'm here to tell you, this ain't the road you want to take. Because I had a lot of friends I came up with that was doing the same thing such as I was doing, but they all dead. They all dead though, you know, so I guess I was blessed to catch the wheelchair. I knew I was blessed, you know. But God, He had something for me planned. So I'm here to tell everybody, you know, stay in school and do the right thing. That's what my organization is all about, the soul searching, you know. Get around and mentor to the young kids about doing right and doing what's right in school and doing what's right in community and with your parents. So with that, you know, I'll tell you, you know, that it's best to do what's right, period, anyway, because it may seem like doing what's wrong is what's happening and what's hip. What the happening and hip people, they end up going to prison and getting stuck off in the prison and living their life through detention centers and group homes and things like that. Things you don't really go through. So, you know, I try to encourage everybody, you know, keep your heads up, keep your grades good, stay in school, and do the right thing.
We're going to take just a couple of minutes to ask Drue a couple of questions. Questions that we've not asked him before, but to take this time to come out here. You can see that Drue has to be pushed around. All of you walked in here on your own 2 feet. Imagine what it takes for him to have to wait for someone to push him around and drive him around. Imagine what it takes for him to come out and publicly share his story to us, hoping to make a difference. You know, most of the times, the things that we do that we're not proud of, we're able to keep them hid. Many times, the things that we do that we're not proud of, that we are ashamed of, we're able to keep it hid. And then, you know, if the truth would just be told, if anybody finds out about it, we end up lying. So for Drue to come out here today, Brother Drue, to come out here today and share with you what his choices, how his choices has made a difference in his life. And ultimately, even though he made bad choices, he's in a position now to make a difference. So Drue, let me tell us just a little bit about how did you actually get in this chair? You had a car wreck, or what was the situation?
Well, I got in this chair and I've been shot 14 times.
Shot 14 times?
14.
Shot 14 times.
Yes, sir. 14.
Shot 14 times. Now, was this 14 shots, 14 injuries all at one time, one incident, or what?
Oh, I got shot 2 times, and I got shot 2 more times.
You've been shot 4 times, Drue?
I've been shot 14. I've been shot 2 times, then I've been shot 2 more times, then I got shot 9 times.
Wow.
Then I got shot 1 time.
So you've had 4 different incidences where you've been shot. First time you got shot twice. You had 2 injuries. The second time you got shot, you had 2 injuries. The third time you got shot, you had 1 injury.
The third time I got shot, it was 9 times.
Got shot 9 with 9 bullets.
Yeah, I got shot 2 times in the face, 3 times in the side. I shot 1 time in the chest, 2 times in the hand, 1 time in the elbow.
God Almighty. God Almighty. That's Drue's story. That's Drue's story. Let me ask you this. How far actually did you go in school? What kind of student were you in school?
Well, when I was coming up in school, man, you know, school was just like, you know, I was one of them class clown type of dudes. Somebody really was just making fun of us. I was really nothing this. I was just really into. I was at school, you know. I was off into other things. I thought other things were more important than school, which I was wrong.
So how far did you go in school?
I made it to the 9th grade.
9th grade.
I made it to the 9th grade before I got expelled from one school district, and no other school district would take me. So I went to Job Corps and got put out of there.
Did you hear that? Important fact Drew just shared with us. When you get put out of one school district, Arkansas law forbids another school district from taking you. So it's not like you're just going to run all over the place and tear up the school and keep going. The system won't allow that. But Drew, I just wanted to get a little bit more in depth with your story. I know it's a heart-wrenching story. And let me say this for you. Some of you all, you know, you may believe in different things. But there's nowhere between here and heaven that this man has lived through 4 different incidences where he has been shot with a gun and his body has sustained.
Can you just tell me basically, you know, what your hopes are for as with the youth with the Alfred Carroll Ministries?
Well, from the outset, when we began Alfred Carroll Ministries, our goal was to bring children, teachers, and parents together. And being a Christian, we thought that it's important that if Christian parents, Christian educators, and Christian students could come together in the school setting and act like they are Christians, conduct business like they are Christians, conference like they are Christians, we could begin to make our schools better and then begin to make our community better. Because if those who are called by their name would called by God's name do the right thing, then the rest of the people would fall in line. So that's important to us, and we just think that is the focus, that is the thrust of our ministry.
Okay. Now I noticed that you had a lot of some young men and some young girls here. What do you think kind of significance do you think they have on the impact of their life to give them an opportunity to come out in front of the crowd and begin to, you know, just do different things?
Well, you know, it's nothing like opportunity. That's what I say professionally, in my ministry life. There's nothing like opportunity. You can't beat opportunity. When people are given opportunity to make a difference, or show that they can make a difference, or they can be different. You see what happens with Drue Griffin. He didn't know he could make a difference. He didn't know he could make a difference. You know, it took a terrible set of events to put him in a position where he understood he could make a difference. And so what we hope is that we can get young people, like we had out here today, to understand by way of education, but their belief in Christ, that they can make a difference. You know, we're definitely pushing for our kids to be better educationally, to do well on the test. And so we say that to be proficient is good. To be proficient and saved is better.
Okay. Well, what was the primary message that you want to release today for dealing with the program that you put on today?
Well, our primary purpose with the rally is to draw everyone's attention back to the schools. We focused on the presidential election. We focused on local elections. We focused on the economy. We focused on all the bad stuff. We need to get focused back on the schools, focus back on our children, focus back on the educational process, and understand that it is very important that these kids do well in school. It's very important that all of them do well.
Okay, so it's all about the youth.
All about the youth.
Okay, man, I appreciate you for taking the time out with me, and thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Can you just give me a synopsis on, you know, why you are here today?
I'm here today with Mr. Brother Alfred Carroll, and with No Child Left Behind. And I'm the chairman of the Soul Searchers nonprofit organization. And we're here to try to mentor, try to get the kids, and try to help the kids to understand a better way in our community, in our society, and show them that going to school and doing right is the best thing to do.
Why do you believe your message can have an impact on the young people today?
Because my message should have an impact because I've been through what they're trying to go through. I've been where they're trying to go. And where they'll end up at if they don't watch it.
Okay. So how did you come about joining forces with the Alfred Carroll ministry?
Because Brother Alfred Carroll is a good guy, and I spoke with him, and we sit down and got things together, and came up with this solution right here today.
Okay. So what are your primary message for the youth?
Is stay in school, don't worry about trying to be cool and hip in what's happening, and follow the right guidelines to go about doing the right things in life.
Okay, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you for tuning into Pine Bluff News.